Hello and welcome to 1,000 Simple Recipes. I'm Mark and I'm here with my good friend Georgia. Hi Georgia.
Hi Mark.
What are we going to do for those folk out in YouTube land today?
Well, today we're going to make Red Velvet Cupcakes, which I know all of my friends at school would love, and quite a few adults too.
These Red Velvet Cupcakes are very, very delicious. My daughter Zoe made them for me a few months back and I really had to stop myself from going back again and again.
Well, let's stop talking and get cooking, because I'm feeling hungry.
Alright, let's go. Here we have our ingredient list for our cupcake mix. Georgia, you want to let the viewers know what we have here?
We've got plain flour, baking powder, bicarb soda, 1 egg, cocoa powder, salt, vanilla extract, caster sugar, butter, buttermilk and beetroot juice.
Now the beetroot juice I'm using instead of red food colouring. You could use red food colouring. Now as always, the ingredient list and the recipe is in the description box below. First thing we're going to do is preheat the oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius. And now we're just going to start our cake mix, and we're going to add our plain flour, 1 1/4 cup, 2 tablespoons of cocoa powder, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon of bicarb of soda, and then we mix this around and move to the next step.
Okay, for our next step we're going to cream 3/4 cup of caster sugar and 4 tablespoons of butter. So we used an electric mixer, but you can use a wooden spoon or whisk by hand. So we just mix it until it's light and fluffy. Now we're going to add 1 egg and a teaspoon of vanilla extract.
So now that we've creamed our butter and sugar, egg and vanilla extract, it's now nice and fluffy. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change the blade. I'm just going to get the new blade on here, and you just want to work this very softly in, and so I'm just going to add half of my flour and cocoa mix and half of my buttermilk, and we're just going to fold that for a few seconds. So I'm just going to add my other half of flour now, and as you can see it's not completely mixed, but I just want to keep this and make this process as gentle. This is how you'll keep your cupcakes really light.
Now we're going to add the beetroot juice or your red food colouring.
Now that we've folded in our beetroot juice into our mix, we're now going to take a large ice cream scoop and fill our cupcakes, and we're going to put them into the oven for 350 degrees Celsius. Now I just get 1 big ice cream scoop, and you'll get about 11 or 12 of these out, and then we're going to take them out of the oven in 20 minutes like I said. Now that we've got our cupcakes in the oven, we're going to make our frosting now. And Georgia, can you tell us what we've got in our frosting?
We've got icing or powdered sugar, milk, butter, cream cheese and vanilla extract.
Now that we're going to put our frosting together, I've got the 2 cups of powdered sugar or icing sugar in there, and we're now going to add 2 tablespoons of butter, and we're going to add 4 ounces or 120 grams of cream cheese. a tablespoon of milk and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. And we're now going to just mix that all together, and that's as simple as it is. Now this has been blending for about 1 or 2 minutes and it's nice and smooth, and we're going to put this on top of our cakes with it, which have just come out of the oven.
Now we're going to frost our cupcakes.
So that's all we have for you this week, and here are our Red Velvet Cupcakes. And what are they like, Georgia?
They're delicious.
Well, I can't wait to try mine. I know how good they are. And I'll see you next week on 1,000 Simple Recipes.